Now before I get started, let me just say, I don't know for sure if this is a Mandela effect. I wasn't going to make this a video, but I wanted to share something that I feel like is a personal experience with a Mandela effect. When I was in elementary school, like 1st or 2nd grade, I got this book from the library, and it was the first big chapter hardback book I'd ever read. I'd only been reading kids' books. And I remember that I liked it so much, I thought about writing it down word for word in a notebook, because for some reason I didn't think that you could buy books. I don't know why, I was stupid. But I remember so much about this book. I remember that the cover, there was this fence, and there was this boy hopping over the fence, and you could only see its back, and the top of it was this red, and then as it went down it got darker, and then it was sort of blackish brown at the bottom. And I remember the plot. This kid had run away from home for some reason, and him and his older brother, something happened, they got into a fight, and then the main boy got attacked by a mule, and it hurt him really bad. He couldn't really walk, and then he ended up staying with this family that had 3 daughters, and one of them was mute. And the boy would sleep in the living room near the kitchen, and I remember the dad was like, "Don't go near my daughter," talking about the mute one. He didn't want the boy to go near her, he wanted to protect her. And there's this one part towards the end, the boy takes the 3 girls to this fair festival thing that's happening on a bridge in their town, and the mute girl starts trying to get his attention, and she somehow lets him know that the bridge is about to collapse right before it collapses. And then he gets the girls to safety, and then he goes back and starts trying to get all these other people. I have no idea what this book was called. I know that it was, the title of the book was The Boy's Name, and it started with an H. And I feel like it sort of was spelt like hoagie, because I remember in my head like reading it like hoagie and thinking that was a weird name because it's a sandwich. Now before I get hate, I don't know if this is a Mandela effect. All I know is that I can't find this book. Like, as far as I am concerned, this book does not exist. I have done everything to find it. It got to the point where I tried to go to my elementary school to get a copy of all the books I had checked out, but they delete them after kids graduate, so that went nowhere. Like, I have gone to websites made to help people find books with very little information, and I have put in all the information that I know about this book. I have Google searched it so many times, I've told my friends about it, and I can't find it. This book does not exist. Now, maybe it exists somewhere. Maybe I'm just crazy and I just can't find it. Most of the reason I am making this video is because I'm really hoping someone's going to watch it and they're going to be like, "Hey, I know what that book is called, and tell me what it's called so I can find it." Because part of me thinks it's a Mandela effect, and part of me thinks that it's just me being crazy. Like I said, I wasn't really planning on making that video, but there are some times that I just start thinking about this book and then I start trying to find it again, and that happened today and I couldn't find it. So now this video is out here for people to watch and get bored.